All right, guys, we've been planning this for years, and now we're finally gonna do it. Invade Area 51.
All right, let's do it. Okay, you guys know the plan. We're gonna go straight through the garden, to the left, past the shed.
Okay, I'll take out the 2 guards in the front, you get the 2 guards in the back.
Gotcha.
Got it?
Got it.
Snel ook gewoon wel eens. Snel, ik had helemaal ooit verschillen.
Oh, okay, bro, we hit the where I stand and love shit, and you so that that's just so shit, and there's nothing to see, no, he's new, no.
Er met gewoon een chef voor net, get after snel for lava, en de chamber voor mij om make is niet voor even niet sharp ze. We just need me wel. En shout with your.
Where are we?
Showed up to the first event, and once I started seeing all the brothers interacting and like goofing off together and just like having the best time of their life at Rush, I just knew right away that I wanted to be a part of it, so I came out to every event.
I had friends and I was satisfied with the group of friends that I had, but I really wanted a large, close-knit family, if that makes sense. And I know that's like a cliche, but that's really what I found in Phi Chi. Everyone is a family.
For me, I was an out-of-state student coming in, and again, joining as a freshman, it introduced me to so many different people, and I just wanted to find a community that made the business school a lot smaller than it is.
Like Maryland's such a big school, and especially for out-of-state people, I was having trouble meeting people, and I was getting involved a lot in the business school, but wanted that social aspect. And Phi Chi kind of has the best of both worlds. Like we're all.
I was just a junior, so a little bit different, but I felt like something was missing in my college experience, and it was a really cool opportunity because I knew it could bring the professional and social side of college to me.
I actually rushed Phi Chi twice. You know, I think there's a lot of people that are afraid to come out and rush again, but to me, like it just makes it easier the second time you come out. If I hadn't come out again, I feel like I would have been stupid, and like I would have looked back on myself a couple years down the road and like, why didn't I go back out? Because it was the perfect opportunity and I loved every second of it.
Because that was the first semester I transferred here from Purdue, and it was a nice way to get to know everyone.
I would say that before college I was pretty introverted, so Phi Chi definitely helped me branch out, and I love that.
So Phi Chi has helped me grow professionally in a lot of different ways, but I think the primary one that I've found to be true for a lot of different folks, but myself included, is mentorship. Finding the right mentors is so important in your professional career, whether that's inside an organization like Phi Chi or outside of an organization like this. But in Phi Chi, there's so many people who are doing amazing things that it's very easy to find someone, and they're all willing to help you out. So
the Smith School, while you're here, is going to be throwing a lot of events, a lot of networking events, a lot of dinners, whatever. By far the best network that you're going to have at school is people that are close to you and people that know you would do a favor for them long before you ever ask something of them. And so all of the brothers of Phi Chi are people that down the line, and especially the alumni that have already graduated, are going to be willing to help you because they know you care about them, not just because of the job that they have, but because you genuinely care about them as a person. And so I think that this is the best network that you can find at the business school.
They exposed me to, like, I guess a lot of the avenues I would need to get to like where I wanted to be professionally.
But I asked my brother about like if they had done a phone interview before, and then I think I had like 5 or 6 different people reach out to me with paragraphs and paragraphs of advice, and like they all let me know that I could ask them more questions or I could practice with them. And I think that's really the spirit of Phi Chi, like not only like helping the community but also like helping each other to succeed.
A lot of the pledging process is about professional development.
It's just crazy how we can come in and we have these mentors or people that we might have not met at all before, and we're just like, hey, I'm new in Phi Chi and I heard about you from so-and-so, and they just take you right in like you're part of their family, and they help you with any questions you may have about career-wise, resume-wise.
But I think the best thing about Phi Chi, I mean, we're in pretty much every club that's business related or even not business related, but more importantly, Phi Chi's lead those clubs. So if you're interested in being a part of pretty much any organization in the business school, even outside of it, you can always reach out to a Phi Chi. I mean, we help each other out, and they'll find a way to give you a spot, pretty much anything you want to do on campus.
I definitely have gained a lot of role models. I think a lot of people that I just have come from different walks of life and have given me bits and pieces of exactly what I strive to be someday.
One of my favorite memories of Phi Chi thus far is Pledge Retreat, because we show up basically not knowing anyone, and then you leave that weekend feeling really, really close to not only your pledge class, but a bunch of the brotherhood too.
Probably our pledge class spring break trip to Cancun. Anita was there. Yeah. It was pretty fun time. So
we're so involved in each other's lives, and there's so many of those little moments that make it special, from sharing a room, living with 5 guys, or just studying together, or going out to eat, or doing those little things that really make everything special and really enhance your college experience, because that's what is most important, instead of going on these one huge trips and having great times, because we do that too, but I think when it comes down to it, these are the people that are there for you day in and day out, and that's my favorite part about it, and that there's endless memories, and that stands out more than just one.
One of my favorite Phi Chi memories was the Old Rag hike that I did with 5 other Phi guys, and it was in the Shenandoah Valley. It actually came into existence at one of my pledge interviews, and we just kind of talked about what was on our bucket list and what we wanted to do. And no more than a week later, we had the trip all planned out, had an itinerary, and we actually made it a midnight hike, so that when we finished and got to the top, the sun was rising. But we had a lot of fun, and it was probably one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
March 14th, Blaze Pizza, line around the corner. It was crazy. Adam was there, Marco was there, everyone was there. So members of the pledge class started coming in from all directions. By the time we got to the door of Blaze, we had the whole pledge class, the whole team was there.
My favorite Phi Chi memory is when I went to Europe with 10 Phi Chis. All of them are graduated, so you won't meet any of them, but they're all really cool people. And it was my second time in Europe. We got to travel over the place. We visited Phi Chis that were abroad, and it was just a really awesome time. It was probably one of the best trips of my life, and I got to share it with some people in this organization. So.
The way that we all feel together, that's something that we just can't explain. And I think that's why I rushed. I was searching for that feeling, and I definitely found it with these people.
So being friends with so many people who have such different personalities is really cool, and I've literally learned something from everyone that I've made friends with since I've been in this organization.
The atmosphere that Phi Chi brings to the table. I mean, I know how tough it is when you walk into the business school on a Monday and it almost makes you want to cry. But when you walk into VMH and you have brothers surrounding you, waiting for you at the EOD table, it makes your day just a little bit better.
Because in Phi Chi, you meet a lot of people that you talk to them and they just seem so down to earth, but they also seem, they're interested in you, they're interested in what you have going on. They're not just talking at you,
I would say the social part of it has been so great, and doing all the interviews as a pledge gets you super close with all the brothers. So whenever I see someone, I feel super comfortable going up and talking to them, which is pretty rare for an organization this big.
Well, to me, Phi Chi is like having a second family.
And for us, we started as cousins and now we're brothers. So this is like
a second and first family together.
The aspect that I love of Phi Chi is just like you can like become friends with anyone and in any environment, and that's like definitely the biggest thing I'll take away from here.
A group of motivated people that like are business oriented, but also like everybody is super close. So it's a
great group of people who both directly and indirectly like influence you and like push you to become a better version of yourself.
I'd say what makes us unique is the fact that everyone is so different, but so interesting. So you just never run out of conversations to talk about with people, and you really learn to like expand your interests and like do different things that you wouldn't normally do.
Oh, yeah, let's remember Steve running around. We'll be live here for that. You need to be what? Well, I get it from so we just knew you had to do when this year we live there first.
What happened? They must have overslept.
We're late for chapter. We have to go.
Look.
Although my view of philanthropy hasn't like really differed that much because coming into Phi Chi, I already value philanthropy like a lot, and I liked like volunteering to do. Could be. It's me.
Do you want to?
Oh yeah, so in like 4 minutes, could you take it? Memory of Phi Chi.
Yo, how's the chicken?
Great.
Thank you. Janky, is that an iPhone 3?
my favorite Phi Chi memory is the day I met Garrett.
Actually, long